should outline a little bit probably too the conflict between the Dutch, the Boers, and the English.
Yes, I want to get to that now.
Okay. So we've got the setup now. So really, what happened in South Africa was that there was a relatively small population of pre-agricultural tribesmen, the Bushmen, who were very ethnically distinct from the, let's call them Central Africans for the time being.
Yes.
And that in around 1650, let's say to 1750, there was an influx of Bantu-speaking people who were larger from the north, and there was an influx of Europeans.
It was a bit before, I think they came in before the Europeans came, but they were coming in from the north.
Okay.
In the same century, you could say.
Okay, in the same century anyways.
Yeah.
And so the Bushmen were starting to feel pressure from an invasion, so to speak, from the north, and also an influx from the south.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a more accurate, and none of this was agricultural to begin with.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And so by mid-1700s, what's the status of the white settlements in South Africa?
So it developed, it grew, and the borders shifted out especially toward the east. Then the reason why I mentioned the Enlightenment is because after the French Revolution, the Napoleonic Wars took place.
Specify the time frame.
1810.
Yep.
And that's when the British came to colonize the Cape, partly as a result of the wars in Europe. And so we had some battles with the British, the Battle of Blouberg, the Battle of Meisenberg, and eventually the Cape was colonized.
Right, so that's while the Brits are really expanding their empire.
Yes.
And so now they come into what's now a European settlement in South Africa, and the battle for dominion is between Europeans. Now, you see the same kind of thing, in a sense, play out in North America, right? Because, well, it was New Amsterdam before it was New York.
The Dutch,
and of course, much of the United States was settled by Germany, and a huge chunk, well, that was eventually the Louisiana Purchase, was French, and of course Quebec remained French. And so who the colonizers were, it's not like they were a monolithic group, and there was plenty of fighting between them.